We finally got our black superhero, y'all. The Black Panther. Woo! Is poison. Put on the whole armor of God, so that you may withstand the tricks of Satan. For we struggle not against the enemies of flesh and blood, but against the rulers and the authorities, against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly places. Ephesians 6:11 through 12. Revelations 12:9. So the great dragon was cast out, called the old devil, Satan, who deceived the whole world. Now, why in the world am I reading you that? Am I some type of religious zealot? Am I some Bible thumper guy? No. But I am a man of truth, and I have to tell you that the Bible does have a lot of the stuff in there nailed cold. And I got to tell you that when it comes to this particular subject, deception, they got it absolutely right. Every spiritual text in this world, I don't care if you're talking about the Vedic texts from India, I don't care if you're talking about the Bible, I don't care if you are into the Quran, I don't care if you care about your Judaic text, I don't care what spiritual stuff you talk about right down to Buddha. Everyone tells you the exact same thing. And that is that we are all being deceived. But of course, in this wonderful time and day and age, the question always comes into play. Wait a minute. Do we even ask questions these days? Because, you know, as I look at it, in our wonderful, good old white American society, TV, media, hey, all of that stuff's got us all so brainwashed. Whoever stops to think, hey, you know, I know Satan deceived us and all. I know he's tricked us. It says right here in the book. But how did he trick us? How'd he do it? What's the trick? And more importantly, how do we beat the trick? How do we take it down? We live in a wicked and evil world. And it is that way because it was taken over by evil and depravity thousands of years ago. And the trick of the evil that runs this world is very simple. The trick is to enslave your mind and your soul via your mind using trickery and deception. As a matter of fact, it is so diabolical that by the time they're done with you, they've actually locked up and enslaved your mind and your soul. Forget about the body. The body's the way to make it happen. But at the end of the day, they've enslaved your mind and your soul in a prison. As a matter of fact, you find yourself locked up in the saddest prison of all. A prison without walls. The Black Panther! Woo! My name is Ty Watson L. And I'm going to help to guide you back home. So let's talk about a few things. First of all, I want to share something really sweet with all of you. It's one of my favorite things. Sweet potato pie. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, who in the world doesn't love sweet potato pie? It's sweet and delicious and creamy, and it's so awesome. And seeing as how this is majority aimed at my people, those people who have the same genetics as me, the melanated family of this world, I prefer to use the term melanite. But you may know it as so-called black people. However you want to do it for this video, it works for me. But in as much as we're talking about my people, we love some sweet potato pie. It's one of our things. I'm included in that. And sweet potato pie, we're going to look at this Black Panther movie in two ways. One, pros. It's going to do it like the Ben Franklin close. We're going to have pros and we're going to have cons. Wow. I call the pros, the sweet potato pie. So based on perception, the Black Panther. What a great movie. It's an awesome action movie for everybody. I mean, for all. What a movie, especially for us so-called black people. What a thing. Wow, let's see. First black superhero movie with basically a predominantly all black cast, but you know, we're mostly concerned about the superhero. So we got the first black superhero. I think that's awesome. Great action. Wow, what a great action flick, man. It was full of it. I was tired by the time it was done almost. Mostly great and uplifting so-called black images. Love that part. It was very positive. Strong female imagery. Wow, weren't those ladies amazing? The generals and the main super duper superhero ladies that protected everything. They were absolutely fantastic. Great storyline. You can tell they spent a lot of time writing it, and I got to give credit. They had a black guy to help to write that story. I thought that was kind of neat. Awesome fight scenes. I mean, they choreographed the crap out of that. Awesome special effects. I mean, man, that stuff looked real, and boy, was the sci-fi great. Big science fiction nut. I am a big nerd. Love it. And that movie has grossed almost $500 million. And literally, I'm doing this report in the second weekend of its release, and the second weekend's not even over. It's Sunday. Wow. Let me get a little piece of that, ladies and gentlemen. So those are all the pros, and wow, that's pretty cool. I'm already excited. I want to go see it. Oh, wait a minute, I already saw it. But I digress. Now on to the cons. The cons I like to refer to in this movie as the poison. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Poison for the people. What's that supposed to mean, Ty? I don't understand. Let's take a look. So I'm going to ask you guys a wicked question. We're going to go into crazy land here a little bit. Let's think a little diabolically here. So if we were out to get somebody, right? Let's say we were really out to get you. And let's say that we wanted to poison somebody. If you wanted to poison somebody, would it be easier to hold them down and force them to take the poison so that they'll die? Or would it be easier to simply lace the poison into a sweet, delicious treat that they love? Hey, maybe even lace it into a sweet, delicious treat that they love that they've been waiting for quite a while. So let's take a look at this. We know that the answer to that question is obviously answer B. Many of you have kids, you do that all the time when you're trying to get their kids to take their medicine. I don't want the medicine, Mommy, I didn't want it. Slip it right in their little Fruit Loops or their Kool-Aid, man, they're all over. And that sweet potato pie trick works for that one too. It's actually been done on me, but not with poison, with medicine. But in this particular case, we're talking about poison, and that's the problem. So since we know that B is the answer, I'm also going to jump out there and say that B, which is the option that's easiest to poison people, is also a B for Black Panther. So let's get right into it. So, the cons of this movie. 1, every Negro in America is hollering, hallelujah! We finally got our first black superhero movie. Woo! Ow, ow, ow! Hey, wait a minute. Anybody ever hear of a movie called Blade? No, nobody's ever heard of that one, right? Hey, wasn't that movie made by Marvel too? Huh. Hey, also, let's kind of point something out. We say that this is our first movie. Like, this is our movie. It's our movie, right? We're all excited. It's our movie. Hey, guys, I've been hearing you guys all over the internet, all of my friends everywhere in real life, and I do a lot of that real life stuff too, guys, believe it or not. I'm an old-fashioned kind of young guy. What can I say? But at the end of the day, I do a lot of all of the above. And I've heard from my people over and over again throughout this scenario since this come out a week and a half ago that we finally got a movie. We finally got a banging movie that's amazing that we can feel proud about. We got it. Newsflash. That is not our movie. That movie was made by white people and Jews. That's right, let me say that again. That movie was made by white people and Jews. And the power profit of a projected $1 billion, that's with a B. They are at almost 500 million already, and it ain't been a solid 2 weeks hardly. That projected $1 billion or more that they're going to make off of that is going only to them. And let me ask you a question. Out of all that money they're going to make, all those dollars they're about to have, how much money do you think that they're going to help you or your community with out of all that profit? I wonder how much they're going to spend on helping you. Even though the whole movie's about you, they're making billions off of you. They owe you reparations. Said go to hell on that. But yet, even though they're going to make God-level money on that, here, I want you guys, you black people, to hold your breath. And just let me know when they help you out with that money. Also, let's jump in here. Okay, next con. Hey, I guess that means, seeing how it's a white movie and a Jewish movie, I suppose that the themes and the messages to all the viewers are constructed by the white people and the Jews, who, by the way, tend to be supremacists by nature. Let me say that again, supremacists by nature. History's proven it. The present time has proven it.